Hey everybody, it's Aaron Norris. It is June 3rd. Welcome to episode 307. And how do you feel about a bank that was part of the mortgage meltdown buying non-performing notes in the current market? That and much more as we cover the biggest headlines in real estate. Don't forget to check out the radio show and the podcast this week. We've got Brett Rainey with First American. We've been working with First American for a long time, but he shares with us the difference between the title business in Florida versus California for those looking to invest out of state. What are the different types of title insurance? What is the percentage of title policies that produce claims, more about fraud, and even the latest news on the HERO program, so you won't want to miss that. Let's get to the headlines. The latest Case-Shiller index shows home prices increased 5.4% across the nation and 5.1% in the top 10 metropolitan areas. Yep, and that means home prices are increasing double the speed of inflation. The National Association of Realtors is perplexed but happy that existing home sales continue to increase, having risen 1.7% in April to 5.45 million. Dodd-Frank turned 6 years old this year, and if Republicans have their way, many of the reforms made will be dropped or replaced. Republican Congressman, I think it's pronounced Hensarling, I don't know, plans to roll out their pro-growth, pro-consumer, and that's in quotes, plan next week, June 7, at the Economic Club of New York. What will happen to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is just anybody's guess. And let's be honest, Dodd-Frank came after the fact the cows were already out of the barn, out of the gate, and it's sort of like an overreaction, and now everyone's complaining and getting a lot of pressure on the other side, so this is going to be very interesting to watch. Now let's be real, politicians are getting pressure from all over the spectrum. Director of FHFA, Mel Watt, got a letter from several consumer advocacy groups telling him to cut those dividend payments from the GSEs to the Treasury Department to make itself a little bit more financially stable. And then you've got groups like the Financial Services Roundtable, which includes executives from major lenders, insurers, and other financial institutions, putting pressure on presidential candidates to cough up their plans for real estate reform and finance, including on how they plan to get the GSEs out of conservatorship. So lots going on, and it will be really interesting to see if the presidential candidates start inserting the real estate and finance message into their campaigns, hopefully this summer. The National Association of Realtors put together a list of top spots that millennials should look to buy. It takes into consideration employment gains, population trends, income levels, and housing conditions. California did not make the cut, losing out to Austin, Charleston, Denver, Minneapolis, Ogden, Portland, Raleigh, Salt Lake City, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. Hey, Utah made two of the top 10, and I'm a little surprised Washington, D.C. made the top 10, but oh well, I guess political jobs are just in abundance. And you know what seems a little wrong? Goldman Sachs owns 99% stake in a subsidiary titled MTGLQ Investors LP. It is the winning bidder of a non-performing pool of loans it purchased from Freddie and Fannie Mae, bringing its total holdings in the non-performing note space to about $2.3 billion. Goldman Sachs is, of course, one of the major players in the downturn, so much so Rolling Stones called it back, I think in 2010, the great vampire squid of Wall Street, claiming it's engineered every major market manipulation since the Great Depression. Goldman Sachs alone this year in 2016, in January, it reached a $5.1 billion settlement around toxic mortgages, and just doesn't it seem wrong through buying these non-performing assets? I don't know. Last year alone, Goldman Sachs bought $3.2 billion in mortgages from Fannie and Freddie that were bad. So I don't know. What do you think? Is this a good idea, bad idea? Should they be left to do it? I don't know. It just seems wrong. If you're on YouTube, please leave a comment below and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a beat. If you're on Facebook, please don't forget to not only like the Norris Group page, but don't forget to add us to your See First list and with notifications on. Leave your comments below the video. And if we miss something, share the story on our comment sections on either YouTube or Facebook, and we'll make sure to include it on our blog at thenorrisgroup.com/blog. If you're looking for hard money loans, we can help you out. Anything from a long-term 3-year 6.9% program, which is pretty awesome, to fix and flip starting at just 8.9%. Definitely check out thenorrisgroup.com. We've got a ton of speaking engagements coming up. June 10th, we'll be doing Insight 2016. What inning are we in the Builders Industry Association in Orange County? June 14th, I'm going to be doing marketing trends out in the Coachella Valley with CV RIA. June 21st, in SDREI's birthday celebration, always a great time. And they do an interview one-on-one with Bruce, a little different and always very well received. July 12th, stay put, cash out, or change seats. We're going to be back in LA. You won't want to miss that. The 13th, I'll be up in Sacramento talking about marketing and PR with you up in NorCal RIA. And July 21st, I'll be back talking about marketing at Pasadena Phoebe. So Bruce and I are going to be all over California chatting, so hopefully we'll see you there. So for all of our events coming up for the entire rest of the year and information on hard money loans, check out the norrisgroup.com, or if you want more information on trustee investing, passive investing with trustees, check out tngtrustees.com. With that, have a fantastic weekend, and we'll see you next week.